And welcome to our show, Geeks Ride Podcast, where we talk about video games, movies, TV, comic books, technology, and TLDR, the Internet of Things. And I'm your host, Bill, and this week we have Ted.
Dave is great. Dave is great. Break me off a piece of that. Dave is great.
And Anna.
Hello, that's me. Okay, Ted says Dave is great.
Anna said it.
And the reason Dave is great...
There's many reasons why
There's
Dave
many
is
reasons.
Great. Dave is just great.
But Dave has paid the sponsorship level on our Patreon.
Dave is great.
So that's why Dave is great.
Good old
And
Dave.
There's other Patreon options too. You can help support us with just even $1. That totally helps.
$1.
Which gets you into our Discord
What?
chat, so you can chat with us. And you can
It's
also
just $1 a month.
get...
For less than the price of one cup of coffee. For less than 1/5 of a cup of coffee.
there's also the $5 one.
You can give us $1.
I want the $5 tier.
For $5. For less than 1 cup of coffee.
Depending on where you go.
You can get early access to our recordings.
Yep.
A private RSS link made just for you. Plus, you get
The Discord chat too.
a Discord chat
And actually, I forgot the $1 one. You do get special Reddit flair.
and Reddit Flare. It's like Cloudflare, but on Reddit, and
Mhm.
doesn't have anything to do with denial of service attacks.
Yep. And there's a $10 one.
$10 one. For just $10, we will stream the show live and let you listen to us live and chat with us in a special Discord live chat room during the recording.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And then there's the advertisements.
And then the advertisement tier. You can be Dave.
He'd be one of the many
Dave is
Daves.
great. Dave is great. Break me off a piece of that. Dave is great. So, Bill,
So Ted.
what's going on this week?
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. I have discontinued playing Pokemon Go, but
This might
They-
bring you back.
they link it up with the Switch too, right? Like the Let's Go
Eevee and Pikachu.
Eevee and Pikachu. Don't they link up with your Pokemon Go in
They
some way?
can. Yes. Anthony has lots of experience with that. He's talked about it the last few episodes.
So I might have to get a Switch and start playing Pokemon Go again.
You also can carry the little teeny tiny remote controller Pokeball that you can walk your Eevee or Pikachu.
Yeah.
I think you also get a Mew or a Mewtwo, he said.
Mew.
But
I've been walking a Magikarp forever.
I thought you haven't evolved that thing yet?
I did. And then they're like, if you want to get further on this quest, evolve a Magikarp. And I said, I'm not playing this game anymore.
He's sad because he actually evolved it before
Like a week before.
Oh, yeah. No, I was part of that group.
before that quest actually came up on his phone.
Plus, I'm kind of irritated because, like, I had played a lot and, like, had my phone open, you know, all the time
Mm-hmm.
to, like, keep an eye out for fancy Pokemon and stuff. And so I had, like, a couple of the, you know, the ancient Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
The legendary?
Not the legendary, the ancient ones, the older ones. So the dinosaur-like ones. I'm trying to think of what they're called. There's a snail one and one that looks like a horseshoe crab, and there was one that looks like a bird, and stuff like that. See, it's been so long, I already forgot all the Pokemon's names. Yeah,
Like fossil Pokemon.
yeah.
and-
So the Ammonite and the one that's shown right there.
Which one?
Oh,
There's
that
a
is the
couple.
Ammonite.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
like, that's
And then the Kabuto, and then there was a
Kabuto's-
pterodactyl one, a dactyl or something like that.
oh, yeah.
Aerodactyl, yeah. And so I had been getting these, like, just finding them,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, I was, you know, proud because not a lot of people had those. And then all of a sudden they're like,
They're everywhere.
all summer we'll just give you these things here. You know, it's not a big deal.
I don't think I have all of these. I don't know if
And-
they've released them all though.
and it's sad. So I kind of stopped caring.
I can see that. Because you felt special, but then
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd worked hard for it, and then everybody else is just getting it, and it's like, who cares?
Especially with all the community days that come up with
Uh-huh.
Pokemon Go.
actually last week or last weekend, was like the accumulation community day. So all of the events all the community days that happened over the year were repeated over from like Friday to Sunday or
Oh,
Monday.
thanks for telling me about it.
Welcome.
I don't care. I mean, I got a couple shinies, but I got shinies before even Community Day.
I barely get shinies.
I
like-
only got one.
I think I have 2, maybe 3 total.
I think I have 4. I have 4 shinies.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
3 of those shinies came from Community Days.
All of mine came from community days.
Yeah,
think
see, I
no,
got
I might have
one.
2 or 3. I don't know.
I got a shiny just walking around one day. Excuse me. I'm sorry for coughing at you guys. Sorry. That's why I sound extra manly this week, is because I've been sick lately. That's also why I wasn't on last week. It's because I was busy trying not to die.
And also, you didn't want to get our listeners sick.
I don't know how that would work.
It totally works, right?
Oh. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome, dear listeners, for not transmitting my sickness to you. I actually coughed so hard I pulled a muscle in my rib area, and it's just finally getting better to the point where I don't have to like stand in a special way so that I cough so I don't just start crying. I'm sure Anna was sick of me when I'd sneeze because they come on unexpectedly and they're quite forceful. I'd sneeze and then go, "Ah!"
Yeah, you definitely did that.
Yeah.
You were definitely dying.
I was a baby. It's scientifically proven that men feel sickness more forcefully than women do. So,
Or whine about it more.
well, of course we whine about it more.
Maybe that's why. Your science,
It's
your
because
science has failed you.
it's stronger.
It's not that painful.
I get sicker.
I guess
What's it like to be sick?
It's horrible. I feel sick. Ugh, it's bad.
I guess they do compare like being really sick for a guy with like fever or flu in comparison to a lady having a baby. Like
I don't
the-
think it's
I'm like,
like-
that's crazy talk.
I wouldn't,
like some of those pain levels
I wouldn't go that far.
No,
But
not even, no.
just be aware that if you're hanging around Anna and you get pneumonia real bad, you get a bad fever and stuff, she's going to put on some of the most horrific stuff on the TV, and you'll just be powerless to stop it, and it'll just be part of your fevered dreams. Just, dear listeners, if you dare, and I'm telling you right now, trigger warning, look up the movie Mermaid in a Manhole and decide if you want to watch that while you've got like an over 100-degree fever and are like on the verge of hallucinating.
I don't think I would watch that normally.
I know it was bad because he had pneumonia and he was definitely out of it. He couldn't go to work or anything.
I couldn't leave the couch. In fact, I should have gone to the doctor probably 2 days prior, but we were poor and the doctor cost money.
See, that's where you get like the telemed thing. So you call
Well,
the doctor up over your phone.
I couldn't afford that sort of stuff. Plus, I didn't have a phone that would do that.
Oh, they're like
So we went
15
down
bucks,
to
I
the-
think.
This was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, this was a while
Oh,
ago.
okay, never mind.
And
Okay,
so-
there was no telemed.
Yeah, I've used the telemed. It's really nice.
Yeah.
When my gout flares up on the weekend and I'm out of the anti-inflammatory medicine, I can just go to the telemed and they say, "Let me see your foot," and I show them my foot, and they're like, "Wow, that's really big and swollen." I'm like, "I know," and they're like, "I've called it into your pharmacy. Thank you for playing."
Mhm.
So
And even if you don't have insurance, I think it's like $15 just to call them up.
I don't think so, because even with
Or is it
insurance,
50?
there was a tier that was like $15.
Okay, maybe it's $50. Well, then that part sucks. Unless it's really bad and you just, to go to the actual doctor, which costs a lot.
Technically, you probably don't have to pay them. You can just have them bill you.
Possibly, yeah.
That's America. You technically, If you're dying, they have to serve you.
Mm.
Probably not the telemed people though.
Probably go to the real hospital for that. All right, back to Pokemon.
Yes, Pokemon. Trainers will be able to fight.
Each
Feature
other.
2 teams of 3 Pokemon each facing off. Are they going to fight themselves, or do you fight like you fight a gym?
I believe you fight each other. Wait. Well,
By tapping the screen?
well, it's like about 3. No, or you can have earn up to 3 rewards per day battling other human trainers.
It should be fun.
So about a 4-minute match.
I might try it out.
Yeah. You'll come back into the Pokemon games.
Maybe. What another reason that I stopped doing Pokemon is that I was not walking as much because I got lazy for some reason.
And the snow definitely does a lot
Well,
of
the
that.
snow. I mean, this was before it even got cold. I just kind of stopped.
So
walking
you haven't
as
been
much.
playing since just walking your phone gets you rewards now. Like, not even opening up the game. Because every Monday you get the rewards for how much you walked over the week.
No.
Yeah, that's a new thing, too.
Well, and so another thing is that I spent a lot of time like making sure I got the gems and got like max coins for the day and everything. And then I, in combination with the Google rewards, where you do the surveys and they give you money, I would buy coins and then I'd buy the community or the boxes, that like the special deal where they give you like the
top tier one with all the...
Well, I'd get the ones. I'd look for the ones that give you the incubators, the super incubators,
Mhm.
and because if you look at them, the super incubators are like 200 coins each or something like that, and like so you'd look for one of those boxes that gave you super incubators for cheaper than 200 each, and then
Mhm.
those were the ones I'd buy. So I have a whole bunch of like lucky eggs and stuff that I never use
Ah,
because they came with it also, but I was only interested in the incubators. And I've been holding on to, I mean, I've maxed out. I have more than 9 incubators, so I always have Pokemon in incubators. Like all my eggs are in incubators, like all the time. But the thing is, I've got so many Pokeballs now. I mean, I'm just
I like the
I'm
Great
just
Box and
overflowing.
so like those.
Yeah, so if you look at the looks like
limited
they're-
time sales
yeah,
going on.
yeah, those little sales. You just wait for those, and then, say you have like 200 points or something like that, 200 coins. You just
Actually, no, you have to go with 780
or
coin
excuse
at
me,
least.
yeah, you gotta buy, but so if there's more than 4 super incubators in there, then it's worth it.
Yeah, there's
How
3.
many? There's 3, so that's not worth it. I wouldn't have bought that.
The Ultra Box is 14.
14 for how many
14.
coins?
Well, it's 1480 for 8. So we're talking
that's
16.
16, yeah, that's
worth?
you save 120 coins. Plus you get a bunch of those crappy pineapples. Who cares?
And premium raid passes and,
And
star
the stars
pieces.
and the premium raid passes. So I've got.
See, they need silver pineapples in with that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I've got let me look here. So I have 987 out of 1050 items. That includes 130 max potions, 95 revives, 65 max revives, 31 lucky eggs, 29 incense, 13 raid passes.
How insensitive of you.
Yeah. I have 100 Pokeballs, 269 Great Balls, and 93 Ultra Balls. So like,
I have like 5 Pokeballs, period.
yeah, and I got a bunch of berries and other stuff, but it just stopped being worth it to like go out and walk through the stuff because my bag was always full,
Mhm.
and I wasn't finding any exciting new Pokemon.
Is he?
Did you further expand your item?
No, I just tried to burn through
Storage.
everything as fast as possible.
So many items do you get?
I still have the
You have
whatever.
the base one, don't you?
I might
Or
have
did
the
you extend
one
it?
level up. I can get 350. Is 300 the base one?
I think it's
Or
like
is it?
I thought it was like 200 or 250 or something.
Oh, maybe
like
I have
that.
expanded my bag then.
See, and I can have 1,050 items and I can have 600 Pokemon. And right now, guess how many Pokemon I have?
I need to burn through my Pokemon. I can hold 350. I'm holding 302 right now.
I have 600 Pokemon.
My My
as
items
well.
is 600 that I can hold, and then I have 450 for my
I
Pokemon.
think I've been down to 50 Pokemon because I went through and I started like sorting them and deciding which ones were the good ones and all that, using the IV calculator.
Yeah.
Basically destroyed all of my Pokemon because
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are not worth using in battles at all.
So I do need to rescind my previous statement, because if it was a green egg, a 2-kilometer egg, I wouldn't
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't
that's
put it
totally.
in there. But I have 5 incubators in place right now, and I have 13 in various stages. That's 10 with 3 uses and blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
So I mean, I've kind of, in my mind, I'm not max level, but I've kind of like hit all the possibilities in the game that kind of interested me,
Mhm.
and so I just kind of stopped. I liked fighting in the gyms and stuff, but one of
So,
the things
well,
that was
fighting-
annoying is like the gyms would just be, they'd all be blue like all the time. And
Mm.
so, and I'm blue, so I couldn't even do anything about
and they're
it. which
full,
was
so you can't do
frustrating.
anything.
I've
Yeah.
kind of stopped going to the Pokestops, but it's because like the friend items that get sent back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I accumulate a lot of stuff,
Yeah, you get
And
stuff,
so-
a lot of stuff from those too.
and so
So that's where I keep on getting my Pokeballs when I have thrown them all away, and I'm like, well, I suck at throwing, or this thing just does not want to be caught.
So how many coins? I mean, what are you spending your coins on?
Nothing really. Occasionally, I buy Pokeballs.
Do you have a ton of coins? You need to buy.
I need
some
to.
storage.
I need to set stuff in gyms more often.
I never buy Pokeballs. I just kind of pick them up.
Yeah, I never. No, I
Oh,
never buy Pokeballs.
I run out of Pokeballs so much that
That's when I would actually in
I
the past go to the gym.
I think I just whatever the I think I ended up buying 20 Pokeballs for 100 coins not too long ago. Currently, I'm setting at like 295.
Oh yeah, like I have 174 coins, but like I did also a while back. I did spend, like $30 one time on just coins, because I figured, or $20
Mm-hmm.
on coins, because I figured I have spent a lot of time on the game and it's worth spending some
Investing,
actual money
yeah.
on.
I haven't
Yeah.
checked in a while, but my
You got a
coins,
lot of
I
coins,
have
Anna.
1242.
You should buy that. Oh, you can't.
Wow.
You don't have enough to
So-
buy that Ultra
You
Box.
still are short for buying the Ultra Box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty close though.
And when I logged on just now, I got 6 coins because my ride-on was sent back to me. So
Nice.
lots of fun.
Actually, that's the other thing. I'm waiting for one to come back. I didn't even heal it, do anything with it. I'm like, I'm ready for this gym to be destroyed so I can get my 50 Poke coins for the
Yeah.
day.
So did have you watched the or Captain Marvel trailer?
Which one?
Google just said that they told me today 3 times that there
So the
was a
second one.
Captain Marvel trailer.
Yep, there's a new Captain Marvel trailer.
Are you excited for it?
Yes, still.
It doesn't
Along with the other Captain Marvel, I mean Shazam.
it doesn't really look all that. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really watched the previews, but from what I've seen just online and whatnot,
I think I'm done
Don't care. I think
watching
it's-
previews for it, though.
it's
I'm
another-
going to go watch it. I could see where, yeah, I could be being burned out.
so I'm just like,
Is it just too much of an oversaturation of all those superhero
all the superhero
movies?
movies and stuff like that. Yeah, and they're not. I don't think the stories are that
Well,
great.
they're bringing in a new
Really.
alien race, though.
Well, yeah, but it's not. They're not telling an interesting story. They're just, here's someone else to fight.
It's a war hero with superhero put on top.
So here's this
I guess
one
that's
guy.
what the speed.
Here's this one guy. He's really rich and really smart, and he can build stuff. And oh, look, he built himself a suit. And watch him fight guys. Oh, cool. Okay. And now, so here's this other guy, and he's like the god of thunder and stuff. And watch him fight people. Oh, cool. Now what happens when they fight together? Well, when they meet each other, they got to fight each other. But then they're going to realize that they're going to be friends.
What's the
Now
same
let's
thing?
repeat that 20 million times.
Hey, they did that with the
Oh, cool.
karate or
It's
kung
Dragon
fu.
Ball Z.
They did the karate and kung fu. They did that with the Western movie shows. They did that with the
It's
war movies and
live
shows.
action Dragon Ball Z. I don't know.
Well, there's that.
I mean, because
I
I
see that.
have said, like, I like the big epic
Mm.
storylines, and I'm just kind of wanting more story. And like, I guess they're okay action movies.
Yeah.
If you're just looking for an action movie, you know, if you want to see robots fight, you go watch Transformers or Pacific Rim or Real Steel or something like that, right?
Yeah.
You know, just watch robots fight. Cool. And you want to watch
And
superheroes fight, you go watch the
Well,
Avengers.
what
movie and
about
stuff,
the Rocky continuation movies?
but I never really enjoyed those either.
Oh, there's Creed now. Literally, the kid that's fighting the guy
Uh-huh.
is based off of the characters from Rocky 4.
Nice.
They are literally characters from Rocky 4.
So, I don't know. I like, you know, Harry Potter, for example. It was more than just, here's someone else for him to fight. It's like,
Yeah.
these are challenges that he has to overcome, and here's how he's growing as a person, and you know, he's not going to just beat this the same way that he beats everything else. So, you know, they did a little bit with Civil War, and I kind of liked the conflict there and whatnot, but still, it was just like, let's find a reason for these two to fight. Because, you know, that's the big argument people always have. Like, who would win in a fight between Spider-Man and Iron Man?
Why do you think
Well, it'd be
Aliens
Spider-Man.
versus Predator came out and
Yeah,
Jason
no.
versus Freddy, and
Yeah,
which wasn't even Jason versus Freddy?
they fought.
No, Freddy ended up getting Jason to do his bidding so he could come back and start being in people's nightmares again.
But then, at the end, they fought.
So who won?
I think Jason did.
They went to sleep, and then Freddy was alive still.
But Jason, like, knocked the crap out of Freddy,
But now
even in the dream.
But now Freddy's in Jason's dreams, and it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't even remember how that one ended that well.
It was
I just
terrible.
know that
Let's
there
go
was-
with that.
I just know that there was a lot of breast implants in that movie. Like,
Yeah.
a lot.
I just remember it was a really terrible movie.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Don't watch it. Not
I'm
worth
pretty
it.
sure you watched it with me.
I mean, that's how bad it
How-
was. You don't even
how-
remember.
Yeah, I really don't remember. I remember like Alien versus Predator somewhat. I don't even know how that ended.
The Predator helped out the humans,
Yeah, I don't remember that.
and they all killed the alien, I think. Even though the Predator is literally put here on our planet to battle the alien.
The aliens were put
They
here
are
to battle
literally
the
yeah.
Predator.
Well, yeah, the alien was put on the planet, and then the Predator came to our planet to fight the alien.
As a rite of passage.
Yeah, on our planet.
Yeah, because it's better to do it on someone else's planet
Yeah.
than your own planet. And he had made a armor out of the exomorph's skeleton or whatever,
Mhm.
his exoskeleton, so that he wouldn't be burned by the acid because he's smart.
Yep.
Even though the inside of it would have been full of acid.
They washed it well.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I mean,
Lots of saline solution
it's
on that.
just I'm kind of sick of those kind of movies, and I kind of want a movie with a little plot to it, a little meat to it. You know, like I'm gonna go watch the Pokemon movie, but it's gonna be dumb, and I'm gonna love it, but I don't expect it to give me this amazing plot or anything like that, right? So.
Do you like smart movies, things that make you think? That's usually what I tend to like to watch.
You watch weird movies. You
There-
watch such weird movies.
There are weird movies, but there are, I mean, just things that make you think, like Memento.
Lars and the New Girl.
That was not one of my favorite
What
movies.
was teeth, horns. You just pick the weird ones and you start watching them, and I love them. Actually, by the way, what was the one with the guy that Frank was it? With the big head, the big
Oh yeah, it was Frank.
yeah.
Or like John dies at the end. I know that you were kind of half asleep or just like hearing it in the background, but I was like watching it. And
Soy
then,
sauce. I watched it later.
Yeah, I think you did watch it later, but part of it went in your dream. You
Yeah,
said.
no. So she's watching this movie and I'm asleep, and the TV's near the bed, but not there. So I couldn't see what was going on the TV and whatnot, but I could hear it. And then I wake up, and I'm like, Anna, I had the weirdest dream. And then I explained to her the plot of the movie that she had just watched. And was like, is that a weird dream or what? And she's like, yeah, I just watched the movie. It was pretty good.
I think that would be a weird dream.
Yeah. So like subconsciously it just kind of leaked in at just the right time, and boom, dream. So this December 12th that Deadpool's coming out.
Yes, December 12th. Once upon a Deadpool.
It's just doing Deadpool 2 again in the theater, right?
As PG-13.
What, they re-edited it to make it PG-13?
They re-edited it. They added, like, I think it's 15 minutes of footage, so which means it makes up for the footage they had to probably cut out. Because you don't see Deadpool's mouth moving, guess what? Now you can dub easily.
Shit. Oh, he's doing it for charity, though.
Yes.
First, a portion of the proceeds have to go to charity. Second, I want to kidnap Fred Savage. The second condition.
That's the commercial.
Yeah, I did see something with Fred Savage and Deadpool and stuff. And I had noticed some Deadpool 2 advertisements. I didn't know what that was all about. So I'll go watch this. But the thing is again, this isn't a deep story. That's just a funny, violent movie, right?
It'll be less violent, though. It'll be American PG-13, so it'll still be violent.
Yeah.
But...
You're allowed to have lots of violence. Just don't show any boobs.
Or you can't say the F word more than once.
Yeah. I read this thing online that I thought was really funny.
And blood or bodily
Yeah.
fluid is a bad thing.
So Deadpool is always breaking the third wall, right?
Mhm.
Like he knows, or the fourth wall, whatever, one of the walls. He's always breaking it. So, I think would be really funny if, like, he's going all the way through the movie and he never drops an F-bomb, right? And then someone else says an F-bomb, and this isn't my idea.
Kinda
I read
like
it somewhere,
Wolverine.
but I love
Yeah.
it. Right?
I think
someone
said that previous.
yeah,
previous
someone
podcast
else
too.
drops an F-bomb, and then he's like, I was saving that, you son of a...
Because he knows he's in a PG-13
right.
film.
And he knows that he can't say...
With
he's
Wolverine or whatever, yeah.
He's got to wait for just a perfect spot to use it. And he was like, I was saving the F-bomb. I was going to say it. You can't believe you did this. And it'd be my favorite if it was like Colossus that said it.
Oh. Yeah, because Wolverine just makes sense. Which also with that, apparently Deadpool's going to become part of the MCU officially.
Meaning...
They can put him into all your favorite movies.
The Avenger movies?
Yes. Which is also great because guess what?
No, tell me.
Deadpool kills everybody in the Marvel Universe.
I actually did read that comic. That's one of the few comics I've read all the way through.
What do you think about that?
It was okay. It was too short.
No, I mean if they turned it into a movie.
I don't think they could, really.
Really?
I don't know.
Hey, come on. They already killed half of them right now.
Yeah, but, like, I mean... So... And
you're right, Dragon Ball Z. Just use the stones to bring everybody back.
So, like, his thing was, right, like, he goes and he kills, like his way of killing Wolverine is he, like, puts him on a thing that, like, burns him till all his flesh is gone, right?
So he can't regenerate.
But then he's going to regenerate, right?
Well, if you destroy all the cells, yeah.
But you can't.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So he burns them, and like Wolverine's just trapped there, right? And he just burns them and burns them and burns them until there's like nothing left and he's just gone, right? And then Wolverine like regenerates, comes back, and then as soon as it's on a timer, so it just burns him again before he's able to like really do
Gain
anything
his
about
energy
it.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he did that with someone else that had the regeneration power too. Like there was a couple other people on that. And then like, yeah, he just went through and killed all the other people. And then at the end, spoiler alert, at the end, he like walks into the Marvel studios and finds the person drawing it and kills him.
Yeah.
And then goes to isn't there like those people outside of space and time that like are watching or whatever?
No, in DC there is. I'm sure there.
No, there is because one of the things where Stan Lee does his thing in it, he's talking to those guys.
Oh yes.
He's
The
like,
big
and
head
anyways,
alien,
before I was rudely interrupted, I don't remember what movie that was. Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe?
Yes.
But anyways, yeah, so he goes and kills those guys. And yeah, I mean, it's just, it was interesting, but it wasn't super funny. It's the only Deadpool
The
comic
Watchers?
that I've read. Yeah.
Or the Watcher.
Yeah, that dude.
It reminds me of the what I think it's the Watchers for Green Lanterns. Like that's what they kind of. Once again, Marvel and DC just borrowing from each other. So there's a lot of characters, impressive characters that he kills too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was all right. It was a neat read.
Yeah. So once upon Deadpool,
Are they planning on making that movie?
they've made it.
Deadpool. No, Deadpool kills.
Oh no, that'd be awesome though. Oh, we were just talking about that. We were just like they should do. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm hoping for a new series to come along and just be like that great epic story again, because I'm missing out. And I kind of like the theatrical format, because, and I think I've said it before, like my one thing against like just binging on a TV show is that you don't have a lot of time between to think about what's happened. Like you just have, like you're just sitting here like, great, let's watch the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you don't have time to really think about possibilities and try and consider the implications and stuff. And a lot of times with the movies, especially, like I'll end up watching them multiple times and then be like, ooh, I never noticed that part, or I never noticed that thing. So, it's nice to have a good movie series that just tells a good story. And it doesn't have to be a deep thinker. It just has to be a good story, a good like character development, and not just like we're just gonna fight the next bad guy. And that's what the Avengers and all the Marvel stuff has turned into. And
well, that's what a lot of comic books have turned into. You have certain stories. You're just fighting the bad guy of the week, and that's what was it? Gotham had to get over their first season was the bad guy of the week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't know. I watched a bunch of Supernatural over the last several months. I'm about halfway through. I haven't watched a ton recently, but they were starting to do that, and then they kind of pulled away, and then they kind of went back. So they're kind of going back and forth from it, because I mean, to a certain extent, it is nice to see them challenged by certain things and not just like, oh yeah, it's really easy. We're bad in the bottom department, so we can take out anything that we need to. But
we can't lose because we're the good guys.
Yeah, but it is kind of irritating in Supernatural because they're like, oh yeah, this character died, and then God just brought him back because who knows, he's God.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Well, at least Dragon Ball Z, you're like, these specific people brought him back, and it can't happen again because I can only bring you back once.
Based on the rules of the Dragon Ball that were created. Sometimes you can bring back.
No, I was about to get to that. Gosh. So he'll never come back. And so then, like, it makes the death mean something. But then they're like, well, if we collect these other Dragon Balls, then we can bring him back because it's a more powerful dragon. And they're like, oh, okay, cool.
Well, it's not just more powerful. It's different because one dragon they had could bring back a single person or as many times they want, but he could not bring back the entire Earth, while another dragon could bring back everybody once.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's just whatever. So, but like at least that, like, yeah, it's the monster of the week, but it like introduced a little bit of like, oh my God, are they actually going to get rid of Goku now?
That may have been the monster of the year. Some of those episodes
that
just went on.
Well, I really think that's just a show about a bunch of friends pooping in public. Like I was going to say in the woods, but they're almost never in the woods. They're usually in some desertous area with a lot of mountains that they can be thrown into.
Yeah.
Plateaus and whatnot.
Or at least,
basically Arches Natural Park.
Goku did a better job at getting the bad guy away from the
Yeah, that's
populated
why
cities.
he's better than Superman.
Yeah. But Superman doesn't need oxygen to breathe. So when they destroy the planet, Superman's still going.
Yeah, but Goku can just teleport.
But doesn't he have to, like, feel the essence of somebody to teleport to them?
He can just teleport wherever he wants.
Oh.
I don't think it's person-based. I think it's just...
Or their aura.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, let's take our break because we have Captain Bangles back this week.
Oh, Captain Bangle!
And we'll be right back.
Hello, this is James from Captain Bangles Comics. I'm back. It's been a while, but let's hear about some new books that are coming out December 12th, 2018. Miles Morales Spider-Man #1 comes out December 12th. Is the restarting of the Miles Morales book since Bendis has left Marvel for DC. So Saladin Ahmed, who did Black Bolt, and Javier Gordon, who did Ant-Man and Wasp for Marvel just recently, are taking over for Brian Michael Bendis and doing a new Miles Morales story. Should be great, should be fun. I have a few people here that are actually very hyped about it, and heck, it should be a lot of fun. Batman Damned 2 comes out. If you haven't heard about this book, it is for mature audiences. There's big old controversy about the first issue. The second issue should not last on the shelves, so I would suggest getting into the shop as soon as you can to pick this up, or pull list. Detective Comics 994 also comes out next week. We're looking at March for Detective Comics 1000. Peter J. Tomasi takes over, so it's actually a great starting point to read this title. And if you want to get some more supernatural fun stuff, that's what's coming down the line. And I have really high hopes for it because Tomasi is an amazing writer who did a great run of Superman back for Rebirth when that first started. Also, I'd be shocked if I didn't talk about this one, The Batman Who Laughs #1, which is a spin-off from Dark Knight's Metal, taking on the character of one of the villain Batmans. It's going to be a great multiversal story written by Snyder with art from Jock, who did Green Arrow Year 1 and is actually a constant collaborator with Scott Snyder and did the first run of Detective Comics with Scott Snyder called The Black Mirror. Highly, highly, highly recommend to check that out. And last but not least, this title comes on for a second print, but also issue 2 comes out next week as well. It's called Bitterroot. It's by David Walker with artwork by Sanford Green. Those two worked together on Power Man and Iron Fist back when they were with Marvel. And it's coming out via Image. It's about the Harlem Renaissance. If you're a fan of Shaft and wanting something quite similar but a little interesting, I would actually check it out. The first issue was a great read, and I can't wait till the second one comes out next week, or on the 12th. And this is James from Captain Bangles. Be sure to put some books on your pull lists and support your local comic shop. And you can visit us at 348 North 3rd in Pocatello, or you can actually look us up on Facebook as well. Thank you.
And we're back.
Just a reminder, Dave is still great.
Yeah.
Dave is great. Break me off a piece of that. Dave is great. Super great.
So,
Dave's great.
I have a question.
All
Especially you have taken off days from work for being sick.
Uh-huh.
But
Have I taken off days to play Fallout?
yes.
I haven't even bought Fallout.
Ah.
So
I have no friends.
here's the thing.
Oh,
Here's the thing.
yeah.
I haven't bought Fallout. And we just paid off our car.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Yeah.
That's always good.
5 years early.
Ooh.
Yeah. We really
The money you're gonna save.
we really rushed towards completion on the paying off of the car.
We did.
But that had the effect of me not paying off, because usually I use my card throughout the week and then I pay it off at like every payday.
Mm-hmm.
But instead I just saw that there was a little bit left on the car. Like if I just did a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
I could just pay off the car. So I did that instead of paying for the credit card weekly. So I owe a whole bunch on the credit card. And so I'm trying not to put more money on that.
I see.
So I just haven't bought it. But also, I kind of want to change internet providers before I get that because
Yeah,
I feel like I'm going to be really irritated if I have CenturyLink because it's garbage. Like it's so bad where I am. Like my
we
ping
just need
is
better
always
internet providers in this
like
area.
I can't. Yeah, it's bad. I can't get above 300 ping in like Counter-Strike on like any server these days, and then I get disconnected and stuff. So, I really haven't bothered dealing with that. I have a question though. Do you have to pay for a subscription or anything like that to play online with it?
Nope.
Because I know if you get like the Xbox version, you have to have a subscription to Gold.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and same thing with PlayStation. And
Right. But for the PC, the
Yeah.
question was assumed PC.
Yes.
Because Bill knows that I don't have any next generation consoles at this point. So,
Well, I also got it on the PC because
Oh.
I have them all on the PC.
yeah. But I have been playing Fallout 4 a lot lately.
So it means
Um,
you're hitting the nostalgia, you're enjoying it, but it also may be,
yeah.
building up the.
I don't know. I was
Kinda.
excited for it, and the more I thought about it online all the time, I'm just like, eh. So the thing is, if someone were to purchase Fallout 76 for me, like buy it for me as a gift or
Mhm.
whatever, then I would play it. I definitely would play it. But I don't plan on buying it in the short term,
Mhm.
and I may end up buying it in like January or something.
Okay, does your computer have a video card?
Uh,
Like an actual, not the Intel onboard thing, but a legitimate.
I don't
video.
think so, actually.
Yeah, video card first, unfortunately.
Do I?
Yes, I will straight up say that because this great desktop that we record on, I played. I spent 2 hours in the shelter, made my face, all other stuff, made outside the shelter.
Huh?
And then I lasted anywhere from from half a second to 30 minutes before it would just crash on me.
Oh, neat. That is one thing about buying PC games brand new, especially if it's like a game with new technology, which
Mhm.
Fallout games tend to like really push the limit. You end up having to troubleshoot your hardware.
Yes. So, and I have an Intel on board one on this one.
Right.
I do Adobe. I do all sorts of stuff on this. Cannot play that game because I also don't have any actual video memory. Went to my laptop, which is 3 years older, but has 4 gigs of video RAM on an NVIDIA card.
Mhm.
Because I was like, because it kept on asking.
Oh, but
for
I
updates.
do have that. I did get one that had it. I'm pretty sure it's on board, but it's
Technically,
it's
laptops
a special
are.
3D card.
Then you probably get
So,
on that then.
Um,
So yeah.
yeah.
So I've been playing on my laptop instead of my desktop. The funny thing is, the first time I went to close it out, when I was like done playing, I played till like 4:00 in the morning or something like that. I was like, I really need to get off this. And then I suddenly realized I had no clue how to actually close the game. I'm like, wow, now I know how everyone felt in Sword Art and all those.
just Alt Control Delete.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, I'm sure there's a way they would. The game just doesn't crash on you all the time.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you liking it?
Yes.
Are
I finally died once
the
because I put myself into a really bad situation.
so all the other players though, or all the other people
Mhm.
are other players? Is that
Okay.
is that still
Yes,
true?
there are the only NPCs are robots, animals, bees.
So there's no like raiders that you can just go kill for fun without having to like PvP?
Correct.
See, I'm not sure that I like that idea.
But okay, so there's also a radio station. If you want to go kill people, there's a radio station you can tune into, and when 4 people are tuned into it, you are assigned somebody to go kill, and somebody out of that group is assigned to kill you.
Well, no, but so
But okay, but even with that, so I've had 2 experiences of being shot at. They were very different, and I'm not exactly sure how one of them actually worked. One of them, I got shot with a laser.
right.
I know with the sound, the way it hit, so I hit around. Didn't get hit anymore. No clue where it came from. I started looking around. I think somebody was just like messing with me, or they thought I was something else.
Or they were shooting at something else and hit you on accident.
Yeah. So, but either way, it actually hit me, and that happened. I'm like, okay. So I was like, okay, people can actually shoot you because that was the idea of the game, and people. If I'm gonna stay, non-aggressive, then they get a hit, and I just get my stuff back and die. But that happened.
Right.
But I was in a city, and I was like, just like, and that's the other thing that sucks is your mic is immediately on. So I didn't realize I was actually talking to somebody either. I was like, hey, what's up? And I'm just like talking to myself, but I'm actually talking to them through my laptop.
Right.
But they're actually like shooting at me, like point blank. I see them shooting at me. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And we go off and we start doing some random stuff, and then
What do you mean nothing? Like it didn't hurt you?
No, yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened to me.
Huh.
Didn't hurt me. Didn't do anything.
Interesting.
So that's why I'm confused. I'm like, I had two completely different experiences. I'll admit that one was within city limits,
right. So maybe there's like neutral zones or something.
But there was also also the more unlikely spot where I run into the events that happen.
Right.
So I'm going to be dealing with the actual real NPCs.
The robots.
And bugs. And zombies. Oh, I guess there's those.
There are zombies. They're not zombies.
You're right. They're not zombies.
That's insensitive.
Yes. Well,
can you play as a ghoul?
Okay, so there are ghouls. There are NPCs.
Then you can kill them.
Yes.
And they just wander around. Like, are there any sentient ghouls?
I have not seen any. I'm
They're
sure
all
you can.
just...
Well, I'm sure if you like, because there's so much stuff you can change on your face and everything. I'm sure you could make yourself look like a ghoul.
But I mean, like, you can't. There's no like somewhere you can find that like has sentient ghouls. So is there?
I haven't found them yet. I'll go with that.
So is there bottle caps?
Yeah.
How do you get bottle caps?
Same way you do in the other games. You either sell
No.
stuff or find it.
No. Okay. Because you got to sell it to someone else. Can you sell it to robots?
Yeah.
So the robots are your vendors.
There are train station stops that have robots, and also there's a chest that you can just unload your stuff onto.
Uh-huh. Is there any sort of an auction house or anything like that?
I have not seen anything. Though you can still...
But it's not an MMO, really.
Yeah, it's not really an MMO. And you can see where everyone's out of the map. That's the other thing. If you really want to, or if you really don't want to deal with anybody, because you can solo this game real easy.
Uh-huh.
If you really don't want to deal with anybody, you'll occasionally you'll see people, but I'm like, whatever, and you just kind of wander off on your own. Or you look on the map and you're like, oh, there's where everybody's at. I wonder if that's where the fun stuff is, or I'm just going to walk this way.
Is it randomly generated, or is the map always the map?
The map's always the map.
How big is it?
It's West Virginia. You can walk the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah. I guess that's a hard question to answer.
And I'm like, I haven't got... Remember, I'm the person who looks at all these things.
Yeah,
it took me 2 hours to leave a vault.
Yeah.
The vault. The thing that's the size of your house.
Okay, but you picked up everything in the vault, right?
Everything that I could.
Yes.
Which is about 6 items.
Oh.
Maybe 7. There is you can pick up your Pip-Boy. Okay, maybe... I think it was...
You probably
8.
have to pick up your Pip-Boy.
Actually, I could have left my room without picking up Pip-Boy, but it was, yeah. I don't know if it would let me leave the vault without picking up the Pip-Boy.
It probably would have been someone like, hey, go grab your Pip-Boy before we progress.
Hopefully. So you pick up your Pip-Boy. They give you filtered water, Radaway, what's the other one? One that gets your... Rad-X. I think they give you some food. They give you a party hat. I guess there's an odd number of items. No, it's even with the Pip-Boy. Yeah, I mean, it's super minimal. Like, there's tons of stuff. Oh, they give you a camp. I guess it would be even. I don't know. They give you a camp, which is you're supposed to set this up and actually.
It's like a GEC, but for one person.
Yeah.
You know what a GEC is?
No
right?
clue. What game's that?
How many of these have you played?
Since 3 and on.
Okay.
Maybe I missed Gex.
A GEC is from 2, and it's featured in every one since then, as far as I'm aware. At least in a little bit. I don't think I've seen it in 4, thinking about it. I don't know.
I admit, I've played 4 and New Vegas more than the others.
It's a Garden of Eden creation kit.
Oh, I vaguely do remember that.
Yeah. So it's a
At
thing
least in
that like
3.
will basically let you start growing the world back
Okay.
and fixing all the radiation and everything, but it's like in a suitcase, which seems weird,
Yeah, it's the same thing with this.
but in Fallout,
So this isn't like the Gek. This is more of
maybe it was in 3 that was the first time that had it.
this is more like your base camp
Yeah.
type of idea. So this is where you kind of make your stuff to make your other stuff.
Right. Yeah, because I remember in 3 you had to go through this super irradiated area. Like you had to be very careful not to die from radiation poisoning just to get the Garden of Eden creation kit. And I'm like, do you think it's still valid if it's completely irradiated? That seems odd, but I don't know.
There might still be a Gek. But there's a lot of green though too. Like this is like not the radiation hasn't really seeped in as much as it has in the other games. This is fairly early.
Yeah,
I think the vault zone. I think it was only like 20 years after everything, and West Virginia was fairly safe overall. Fairly.
That's sorry. I'm
No, you're fine.
looking up the history of Gek and I ended up like finding something that didn't even. Yeah, so it's in Fallout 2. Yeah, and that's the point of Fallout 2 is you got to get the Gek for, because you're a tribal, and your tribe's like running out of stuff, and so you have to go get the Gek for your little, for your village. But you're a tribal in that one. You're not really a vault dweller in Fallout 2.
So kind of like how New Vegas was the same thing. You weren't a vault dweller. You were just somebody who didn't die.
Right. Right. And then I guess in Fallout 3, it was used as one of the things you had to do to finish Project Purity. And then
It's not in the others.
I don't think it was in New Vegas or 4.
Yeah, it's only in Fallout. Fallout Tactics 2, Fallout Brotherhood of Steel 2.
Yeah, Tactics doesn't count.
I know. Will this Brotherhood of Steel count?
I don't know. Maybe.
It's the
Probably
same thing,
not.
basically.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, I vaguely remember something about it in 3. But yeah, you've played more of the older Fallouts than I have.
Oh, yeah. They're on Steam. You could get them on Steam. And
I
play
have them. That's there in that mini nuke.
No, they're fun.
Yeah. Really should.
And they're turn-based, so you can do other things while you're doing it.
Whoa.
Shoot, if you were covert, you might be able to do it at work.
Would you go back and play them?
But oh,
The older ones.
like I said, I've never played the old one, so maybe I did want to install them, but 4 got me involved too much, so I never actually got them installed. And then
I bought them on Steam, so.
well, I have these through. These are also through Steam too. So, but I have the discs, and I can do it, except for Fallout 76, which is something stupid.
Yeah, it's weird that it's not on Steam, because like everything else is
Oh, no,
on
no.
Steam.
Well, excluding the Steam part, but I meant the physical disc part.
Oh, yeah.
I really didn't like that.
Yeah. You were upset.
Let's just say something. Yeah. Well, we should probably wrap things up.
Okay.
Famous last words. Anna.
I don't know what to say. I guess Dave is awesome.
Dave is great.
Dave is great.
Dave is great.
'Cause Dave is great.
Break me off a piece of that. Dave is great.